Hello, welcome back. So we're just gonna have a break from damage on the main chassis because that was a bit taxing, that last bit. However, you can now do all that yourselves because we did such a good job on doors. No, seriously, we will come back to that. It's just I feel we need a lottery numbers chosen by the chat GPT before they added a bit of code to say they look like lottery numbers. Anyway, I never tried them yet, so maybe pause it and give them a go and let me know. Right, so we're going to look at gearbox and diffs. Now I'm hoping there is a very nice way to test these, but I myself am not sure at the minute what has the best for ease of change. What has the best the central diff. So I'm sorry, I'm mumbling there. What is best to get a result? Central diff, front differential, or rear differential? Now at the moment they're all the same, which makes sense to me. Otherwise I think this engine would just shag up, unless of course they were rear wheel drive. Then you could mess with just the rear and when, so on and so forth. But what we're going to do is, so the ratio on the rear is 4, ratio on the front is 4, but the central diff is 1.5. What does that mean? I haven't got a clue. But we're going to find out. Now the first thing I want to know is how easy can I create new ones? So let's have a look here. We don't need the wheel. Oh yeah, we've got to look at ruined wheels later on and all. I think we already did that by default, but we'll look into it. So there's our truck base. There's our just truck. Now our just truck does not have any gear stuff in it. Okay. Now I want to make just a truck B. So how much of that do I need to copy through? Just a truck B, and it's the same as base, only in ours we just need to change the display name there. We'll check that model just in case the top hasn't took it through. Can't remember at this minute. Just B truck. Okay, we'll call that there. Just B truck, just B truck. I don't know if we need the scripts and everything. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a just C and just D. So that's 3. Now hopefully, if I've done my calculations correct, take this simulation mode here, take up to well, we need it all really. No we don't, talking rubbish. We need gearbox, central differential, and the axles. I think. Let me just set it up in the B. Excuse me. So what we're looking to do is pull that we don't need to alter any wheel stuff there, so we can get rid of that. Rear. So if we just do that, that'll pull everything down from rear, including that wheel stuff that we just made there. Just click on that. It's axles, doesn't it? Class simulation. Is it module? We'll parse that through as well. I think it's module, isn't it? Why is that? That I'll put capital. Right, so far we brought through the rear. We don't need any of that. We will bring that, so we'll parse that through as well. Parse axles through. Okay, so I'm hoping I've spelled that right, have I? Yeah. Okay, so all I'm going to do here in class B, okay, we'll leave the actual gear ratios. Alright. Remember, it only does 70. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change the ratios of that to 2. There's no need for all that 0.09. I'll just put 2.1. It's a lot of numbers to be calculated every frame. .1, isn't it there? Right. So I'm going to pack that up. Click binarize. Make sure we're only in add-ons. Just going to pack that up. Before I do any more, I'm going to go in and see if that works. It's in axles, so we're okay. As long as we simulation module, yeah. Okay, we're on. Right, I'll see you in game because we have to test this on a server. We need some hills and stuff like that as well. So I'll see you in game. Alright, I can hardly. Oh, there's the old. If you haven't tried that out for your server, give it a go. Right. Sounds down because I was shooting that door earlier, weren't I? So I'll just put a little bit of audio back up there. Might regret that in a minute when we get in the fucking van. Let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah. So we have, oh, sounded painful, didn't it? All because we ran in the fucking bare feet or some shit. Truck B is the one with just, yeah, we can't have it because the attachments are in the bloody just the truck, aren't they? Ah. Let me just try some, let's see if it's zombie. Oh, the fucking blanket. Right. So for me, that took half an hour. Just getting in server. For you, It took 3 seconds. Right, so the problem is the attachments here, the GUI, are different, so we'll just copy them as well. We'll take that, we'll take everything from here. Oh, apart from that, because we didn't need that. We may need to put a bloody script in it, but see about that later. I'll put all that, for better or worse, we'll put it below. Right, save that. Alright, I'm gonna do the script just because it takes me so long to get in there. I mean, we shouldn't need a script because Lord knows we didn't use one for here, did we? And that's alright. See what happens here. Dino. You know, A, B, C, D. Extends just the top base. I'm not sure if we just do that or it needs closing with a semicolon, but we'll just do it. We'll go old school and close it. So that's A, B, C, D. Right, we'll just check that now. I'll see you in game. And we're back. Okay, the flags don't show up during the day. It's weird, isn't it? Right, we've got wheel. Now it's day. I set it to day, but anyway. Right, we'll start again with those. They're a bit. We need to be over there near that hill. The other thing is, we'll take my DBO grip off in a bit because that's altering things as well. But I presume you're going to use it because it's brilliant. Not for long. I'm sure they'll look into it and void it. Right, so we've got normal chuck A. We've got our chuck B, which we altered the gearbox. We'll just get them all kitted out. So chuck A with its diff that it was at 4.09 recurring. So we already know that's got a top speed. Sometimes when I think I'm on my LAN server, the zombies will look like people and I get a bit scared. So I wonder how can they be here. So this we turn the ratio for the diff down to 2.1. Stretching that third gear on. Still not too bad on the hills. We need to go to the airport. Airport. Can't find it. How bad am I? Northwest Airfield, please. Where's it gone? Oh well. I'm just proving how shit I am at this game. Sorry. That's why I couldn't see it. The zoom is rubbish, isn't it? Right, so as it currently stands, that change ratio is still good. Let's see what top mile an hour is. When I say still good, I mean still good on the hillsides. You can't heal that stupid cold. What's that about? Influenza. Let's see how near to 70 we get. Server's lagging, isn't it? So them gears are no good now. What that ratio's done to the 4th speed, I'll just keep climbing forever, won't it? So if I were going to have that ratio, I would up the engine power. But I think, I'll be honest with you, that is a really nice ratio, that, for a truck. Better than I bet you changed your sounds, didn't you? Yeah, I think for a truck that is the perfect ratio in B. We put that at 2.1 with a central differential of 1.5. So now we're armed with that, we can now do, it's gonna I need to copy, don't I, that. It's suddenly become a big config, really, hasn't it? Right. So C, we're just going to change from B, we're just going to change this ratio here, central. See if it does anything. If we put it at 2.1 to match that. Okay. And then in D, we're just going to leave it like, so these are set off B. A is what it is, but in this one here, I just noticed something that I've done wrong here as well. You might want to try this, then you can alter less. Sorry, you might want to try that. I'm not sure how you'll get on, but just try it. I need to change that in the above one as well. Oh, it looks like I've been copying that down as well, haven't I? Made a bit of a mess there. Right, so in this one, we're just going to change that final gear in the gearbox there to 1.35. I'm just going to change that up a little bit. Makes a little more sense. Alright, see how that feels. Just need to change that name up there now, don't I? As well as getting rid of that same line, just to see truck works for me. Right, I'll see you in game. Okay, we're back in the game. Look at that, how it's expanding. You see it? How strange. Right, so that's a B. Just a B truck. That's a C. And that, my friends, is a D. A bit of a D at the back there. Ooh. See that back wheel looked a bit strange, didn't it? Right, so we know that one. This one is a C. What we did with that is change that B. We changed that diff to 2.1. That was all. We didn't mess with they were already at 2.1. That was at 1.5. And then with the D, the big D, we changed the gearbox in third and fourth. We didn't mess with the central diff ratio. Right, good. Right, so we are now in a C Barone. So I know what that's done is it's made it easier in fourth. It's not. Do it sensibly. So what that did was fourth gear was not as long. It was actually managed to go through the rev range in fourth better. So let's look at that top speed. I didn't look at the top speed. Notice how that speeds out now, isn't it? That used to be pretty accurate. I don't know what happened there. So that's 70, 80, 90. So that'll comfortably do 85, 90. When you're really good at driving like me, you'll be able to do that. I've got settings on low to speed the load times up, so that's why the models look shit from a distance, don't worry. So this one we only altered the ratio, so this should get to about 80 and screw its ass off in fourth. Let's have a look. Difference. That's what's worrying me there, because we're going faster. We need to change that. I'll be honest with you, between C and D, not a lot of difference. There is a difference, but not a lot. Nice one. Nice one. So just to expand on what's happening here, right? I'm going to up that so that the greater the ratio, so if we put that at 8.5 and that at 8.5 and that at 8.5, that should be a ratio of 8 times the gearbox gears, so it should go fucking nowhere, or it should not be able to move because the ratio's that bad. So I'm thinking that's going to up the ratio so high it'll do 10 mile an hour top speed and screwing its ass off, and that is on D. Okay, so I'll see you back in game. Not going to change the others because after this you know what you're doing, and the gearbox there is a piece of bash. Okay, I'll see you in game. Okay, so this is this C or D? Oh, that's D. Strange. I wonder there's no difference. I wonder if I got, no, this is the last one I got off. D. So we put these up at 8.1, haven't we? Let's see. It either won't go anywhere or it'll go 3 mile an hour. Yeah, we put it up so high. Oh, it'll climb Mount Everest, won't it? Obviously I've got a bit silly there, and however, let's test it on a steep hill. Shall we, dear boy? 503 hill, 503 up. Excuse me, I keep bloody burping tonight. Might be that can of Guinness I've got. We'll have a competition against Bohemia's truck, shall we? There, now look at that little beauty right there, man. Right there. Right, let's, I mean, I'm using DBO grip, so I don't know what'll happen here. Let's just get a truck out. Get a hatch, off-road hatchback out. I'd prefer it if it went that way, sir. Well, we could climb that, we might. We'll get a D out. Get our D out. Stop it. We'll get a, now, like I said, remember this is DBO grip as well, so, and surfaces. Get a normal track out, mate. That's, and that's a 6-wheeler. That's one of our next jobs, isn't it? Alright, we'll see how the Ada gets on. Messed up on her really. It's because of my excellent add-on DBO grip. Vanilla wouldn't do that, we all know. Look at that. What a fucking cat in hell's chances. Let's see how this makes it. I think it'll reverse up. That's because of all the weight in it. like DBO Grits needs to revisit a truck. Well, let's try my truck. I don't think it'll go for me in anywhere. In fourth. Third. Oh shit, I can't reverse, so... Now I'll go up in fourth, I think. If you want to get up a hill, get an aider. Do you want to embarrass it? Civilians, a rhino. With white doors on, we can even get up in white doors probably. This is two-wheel drive, so this might not get up. Slightly undergeared, innit? We'll get a run at it. Sorry. Something severely wrong with that truck, it must be heavy, yeah. It's underpowered, isn't it? God, that DO grips are good ammo. Right, that's enough experimenting. Why didn't you tell me? It's supposed to be a bloody tutorial, this. I'm enjoying that. Not like them. Can do yet any more of them crashes. Right. So what we need to do here is, so 8.5 is way too much, so we'll bring that down. So 4.5. 4.5, but I also think the engine power was lacking. Let's get a class engine. There. It went in there somewhere, didn't it? Yeah, of course it did. Inertia, no friction, torque. Friction. So the engine system has changed. It used to have horsepower and all that carry on. So I don't know where all that's gone. It's just a torque curve now. It's not even an output. RPM red line there, look. So at 3,000, at 3,000 it has nothing. 1900, it's got 340 torques. I reckon we put that to 2.8, right? And up here we give it there. Right, and we give it 230 at 2300. We'll give it 440 torques. Right. Now, like I said, I've brought that gear ratio down. I'm going to put it at 2.1 because we can match that then against just a truck, just a truck. Alright, let's see if that extra little bit of power does anything for it. This does have a little bit of gear difference here, 1.0 and 1.75 versus 1.85 and 1.35. Alright. I'll see you back in game. Okay, we're back in. I don't know which, should be the right version, shouldn't it? There's no grip at all, is there, on that? Yeah, you can feel them extra torques at 2.3. Definitely. Right, we'll go have another look at that. So yeah, I don't understand this, I'll be honest with you, this torque curve. I am assuming that that's the RPM, and that's the amount of torque it's giving off at that RPM. Now 1000, 330, 1400, 360, 1900 torques drop. The fuck, I don't know. So it may be over revving at 240, and it used to be 3000, no torques at all. So that's probably why it's slipping. I've no idea, but we've just added that there. It seems to be brilliant torques. Brilliant. Now what is friction torque, right? No idea. Rolling friction, I think that's when it's static. Viscous friction, 2.5. But we're going to have to find out one more. So we're going to put them at 0. We're not going to do that, because then we won't know which is doing what. We're going to put friction torque to 0. I'm going to save that, and I'll see you in game. Okay, looks like because we've altered quite a bit, everything's reset. When you alter a vehicle, it resets. It doesn't register as the same vehicle, but you'd expect the truck to be there, wouldn't you? So I don't know where our save files happened to them now. That was supposed to be English, by the way. That's why it hasn't loaded the bloody add-ons, has it? Grrr. Looks like if you set friction torque to 0, you get an error. Let's just try that one. Yeah. So A is alright. So that's an error for the system. System says no. It's hard work in it being deving this bloody thing here. So we look for error in the first instance. We spell it right in the second. JAT. Oh, according to that, there is no error, but it's all okay, even though we set that to note and it no longer spawns. So let's have a look at the scripts and everything else. Let's have a look at the server. It's not telling there's anything wrong there. Oh, just maybe if I tried just the, maybe if I search for the right element. Now when we get on to damage everywhere, you know how we did damage the other day, look, can you see these damage zones aren't appearing? It's moaning about it. They're just warnings, they're not errors, they'll not crash your game or anything. There should have been an error here, but it's not telling us why. Just the truck isn't loading up. It's quite pathetic, really. It should come up there and it should be in brackets why it's erroring out. Usually you look for your last error up here. It's just not there. It's either just D. It's not erroring out at all, even though it's refusing to show. Okay, so let's give it a value. See if that comes. I'll see you back in game. Sorry, not back in game. I'll see you back in here. So all we did was do that friction. So we'll just give it 10. So it was at 100. We'll give it 10. See you back in game. Okay, well, it doesn't look promising because I can't see a D version there. You would have thought. Oh, take it back. Bit too far. It's 10 meter radius to repair. So we set that torque to 10. Oh, I bet that's that rolling friction helping it stay where it is as well. Look at front brake pressure, must be real bad, eh? We're in neutral, look at it. So yeah, the friction. Yeah, so friction is friction. You want it at 100, don't we? So that there. What if we put friction torque 100? What if you put it at 1000? Nah, leave that. Rolling friction, we'll leave that because I think that's like, you know, when you're in neutral and you're rolling. Viscous friction. going to set that to 100 and see what happens. Viscous. Let's remind ourselves. Viscous. Sorry if any porn comes up while I search. It's just, well, I am a male. There's bound to be somewhere. This resistive force between surfaces in relative motion through a fluid, liquids and gases. So it's in the water, isn't it? Puddles, sea edge. What causes it? Viscous friction doubtless corresponds to the speed which the fluid flows. Right. So it's how we flow through a fluid, isn't it? So we'll leave that alone. So that does want to be at 100. I'm happy, right, that we are getting good torquage there. What we're going to do is we're going to get our settings here. Gearbox. Wow. 2.1 dips there in it. I'm going to take that engine and gearbox. I'm going to go up to our friend here. C. Didn't have an engine, but it does now. We'll take this engine and gearbox. What I want to do here is this. So differential here is 2.1. That's the same as one down below, isn't it? We've got them same torques here. So why don't we up the top revs here to 3,800, and at 3,000 there we'll have some torques at 540. Sorry, we shall leave that at 0, but now that we can rev to that, we will do 2,300, between 2,300 and 2,800. We're going to have 540 torques. Then we're going to have at 3,200. We're going to have 640 torques. Now I notice here it drops down a bit. We're not going to do that. Sack it. No idea why not. Why? We'll have like up there we'll have 4,000 RPM, which is greater than the total like theirs were. We'll have 0 torques. There may be room for another there, but we're not going to do that. So that's on the C class. Alright, so I'll see you back in game. Okay, so that's the D version, isn't it? Don't get excited. This is just A truck. We need just C truck. Looks like something, we've messed something up in the things. See you back in game in a minute. Well, not back in game, but you know what I mean. I wonder if we'll get an error this time. Will you tell us, Daisy? I mean, lucky for us, we've got some kind of clue, haven't we? No, see if there's any errors on the client. Not going to do it, is it? Look at that, no errors on that. Just see, even though it won't spawn. Wowzers. Bohemia, don't know if you fucking do it. So it looks like essentially didn't like that red line at 3.8 and the torque going to 4 there. However, in its own settings before we touched him. Red line at 2.8, 3,000 knots. And we know that works because we've got it down in Thingyland, don't we? Just a D. So maybe you're limited to 1, 2, 3 sets of settings. So let's just try that. Let's go 3.8. Put that at 4 knots. 4,000 knots. Let's go 340 at 2.3. Let's go 640 torques. No, there's nothing there. It says about max torques. Alright, so we'll go back in. C's different. We'll just see if it's picking up on them too. It's going to be laborious if it is, because got to go in and out the game again. It's alright for you. You don't see all that rubbish part of it. Okay, we're back in. Let's see if we can get a C up or not. We can. So it was that too many inputs into that. Right, so we give this many more torque to 640. I think we've given it a bit more rev, so all our needles will be out. You'll have to readjust yours. Readjust yours. Just can't make it in third. It won't go now. There is a chance if you keep your handbrake on, rev it, and let go of your handbrake. It works like a clutch. That's a work. So not in third. That's our little truck. We made that, and it gets up that hill. Shall we see Bohemia's effort with 6 wheels? Shall we? Well, let's, shall we? No. Shall we look at a truck with 6 wheels, not a Tarka? Now that's got 6 wheels. It's by a developer. I think we can safe to say that we're better. Nice one. So that is gearbox and diffs. All the rest of the experimentals is up to you. Where's the manipulate gone from there? Right, boys and girls, that's that. On to the next one. What are we on next? So look, see, look. Third axle. Ooh, so we're going to fit another axle. We may even fit a 4th, 5th, 6th trailer. I think I'll keep what I'm going to do, I think, going forward is this is going to be the definitive tutorial, and every time upgrades I'll use this because you'll have all the files already. And yeah, thank you for watching. I've really enjoyed that one. A lot of that was new to me because it's 1.20 stuff. But yeah, we are going to have to revisit, because when I took the wheel off it was moving again, so we'll revisit that at another stage as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you all later. Thank you for the support. I'll really appreciate it. Bye bye for now.